Hey guys, so in today's video I'm going to be doing something a little bit different from my normal book reviews. I actually have a fairly decent sized book unhaul videos. So I have a lot of books and I have a very small flat that I live in. So I keep buying more and they're kind of stacking up and I'm kind of running out of room. So I'm starting to clear through some of them and get rid of some of the books that I'm just never going to read or I didn't enjoy and don't want anymore. So I'll be giving these books away to charity shops and to work, because where I work with a lot of other people and we have like bookshelves and stuff, so I'm just going to bring them in and donate them. So yeah, I'm just going to get straight into this video. So to begin with, I'm going to start with the kind of random books. I have two books, I actually have three, I need to find the other one, in the True Blood series. Now I bought these, I don't know, maybe 3 years ago, maybe, something like that. I bought these around the hype of True Blood, and when I was watching the TV series, I actually really enjoyed the True Blood TV series, apart from the last season. I think that was a bit crap, and I hated the way it ended. But yeah, I kind of wanted to start collecting these books, so I picked up 3 of them, but I've never read them, and I don't think they're even in order. Like, it's not like it's the first 3, they're just like in some kind of random order. So I'm probably going to give these away to a charity shop and someone can pick them up if they're collecting them or whatever, and they have the others in the series. So yeah, I just feel like I'm never going to read these. I've heard that it's not actually the same as the TV series though, which I think is why I picked them up in the first place. I think that kind of intrigued me. I wanted to see what the differences were and what have you. But yeah, I'm kind of over the whole True Blood thing now, so I just don't think I'm going to read these, so I'm getting rid of them. The next one I have is a book that, again, I've had for a really long time, and I picked this up because I love the cover, and that's the only reason why. It's just called Selena Paraluna, and I don't even really know what it's about. It's about mermaids. It says Selena is a mermaid or mermaid, or so she believes. I believe it's about a girl who gets dropped as a baby into a pool, and then she believes she's a mermaid. I don't know if it's because of a disability or if it has magical elements. I think it's just because she has a kind of mental disorder. Yeah, I have no idea, and I've had it for so long and I've just not read it. It's not the usual book I would kind of read, and I've had this, like, I don't know, so many times I've gone to get rid of this book and I've kept it, and I've gone to get rid of it and I've kept it, and I just need to get rid of it because I've had it for so long and I'm just realistically not going to read it. And I bought it just because it has a really pretty cover, which was silly. I should have really read the you know, the blurb of it, and I didn't. But yeah, so I'll be giving this away to someone who may actually enjoy it and read it. So yeah, that's that book. The next book is another completely random book. I don't know why I had this or when I bought it. Why I bought it, I don't know. This is a book which I'm going to donate to where I work. I actually think this would be really appreciated where I work. It's a vintage fashion collection wear and designer classics. I do actually remember reading this and enjoying it, but it's just kind of like, you know, a coffee table book. Yeah, that makes sense. And yeah, it just goes through the years and goes through different designs of clothes. Yeah, like I said, I don't know why I bought this. But yeah, I remember it being quite interesting, but I'm not going to read it again. It doesn't really have any place on my bookshelf, sadly. So yeah, I will be getting rid of this, and I think it will be appreciated where I work. So yeah, that's another one going. The next book I have is The Haunted Season. Again, I bought it for the cover. I didn't read anything about it before I bought it. I just thought, I was like, oh, that looks pretty, so I'm going to buy it. It says Haunted Season, so it might be about ghosts. It wasn't. I have read this book, and it was okay. It was very, very slow. Too slow for the kind of, you know, books I like. I don't mind slow books as long as they have lots of atmosphere, or have interesting characters, but this didn't really have either. It's about this priest who's like ex-MI5, I believe, ex-MI5, and I think this is a series as well. He's in this series where in the village he lives in, people get murdered and he kind of helps solve them, or is involved in them somehow. You know, he's helping the detective solve the murder in this one. This rich guy gets beheaded, and they're trying to figure out why, who done it, kind of thing. And like I said, it's good, it's okay, but it's very slow, and I'm just not going to read it ever again. Also, like, the amount of characters in this book is crazy. Like, look at this at the front. This is actually a name of all the characters. So it has their name and then a description of who they are and what they kind of are in the story. And you're supposed to like remember all of this, and it's like there's just too many characters and I just don't really care about any of them. So that kind of ruined it. It took me a really long time to get through this book just because I found it so boring. I kept putting it down and not wanting to finish it. But I did finish it, and the ending, yeah, it is okay. It was interesting the way they solved the murder, but yeah, I'm just never going to read it again. I may pick up others in this series in the future, just because when I was reading reviews on Goodreads, they said this is the worst one out of all of the series. There are ones that are much better, so I might try them, but yeah, for now I'm just going to get rid of this. But the cover is really pretty if you look at it. Look at the leaves and pumpkins at the bottom. But yeah, I should have read the synopsis on that one. The next one is Divergent. Now, I bought this book when the film was coming out. I haven't seen the film, and I haven't read the book. I also bought this when I was kind of going through my YA phase. I started watching a lot of YouTubers who were like buy and review YA books, and there was a lot of hype around this. I remember this was around the same time I read The Hunger Games, so I was like, yeah, YA, I can get into those kind of books, and I just can't, guys. I don't find them interesting, and this has been sat there for so long now. I just know I'm not going to read it, so I'm going to give it away because there's no point in keeping it if I'm not going to read it, basically. The next book is a book I reviewed a little while ago called The Quality of Silence by Rosamund Lipton. I had mixed feelings about this book. I did actually quite enjoy it, but the ending was just a little bit meh kind of for me. But yeah, I'm not by any means saying this is a bad book. I would recommend it because it's very interesting. It's told in the perspective of a little girl who is deaf, and I found that fascinating. But yeah, everything else in the book was just kind of so-so, and I'm not going to reread it, so there's no point in keeping it. So yeah, that's another one for the to-go list. The next book is a book that I also did a review on, or I'm going to post a review on it. I'm not sure what order I'm going to post these videos in. But either way, it's The Murder of King Tut by James Patterson. I did not like this book. There are elements of it that I did like, but as a whole, it's pretty crap, guys. I got it because I was interested in King Tutankhamun, and I love historical books, and I love ancient Egypt, so I thought this would be good, but it's pretty pants and I wouldn't recommend, and I don't want to keep it. I'm not going to reread it, so I'm getting rid of this one. If you want to hear more about this and why I didn't like it, then check out the review that I did. If I can remember, I'll link it down below. The next books that I'm going to get rid of is The Hunger Games. Again, like I said, I had a kind of YA phase when I was watching a lot of YouTubers who were reading and reviewing YA. It's just not my genre, guys. I can't get into it. It doesn't interest me. I just find them boring. The Hunger Games, I have the third one somewhere, I'm not sure where. When I find that, I'll get rid of them as a whole, as a series. I might donate them to work, because I can imagine some people wanting to read them there. But yeah, I really didn't like these books. I read them all and I finished them all, but I hated the characters. I hated Katniss. Even the films, I've seen the first 2 films and I hate them. I just hate them. I don't like any of the characters. I just want to punch her in the face. They just really annoy me, and I know that sounds really bad, and I know a lot of people like these books, and I'm probably going to get hate for it, but they're just bad. I mean, okay, the world building's good. Yeah, it just reminded me like of a bit of a rip-off of Battle Royale, and I like those films, even though they're a bit silly too. But yeah, I just hate the characters. I hate them in this book. I don't care. I didn't care if she lived or died. I didn't care if they won or lost. I just didn't care. I kind of liked the first book because there was a hype around about it. It was new and it was interesting. The second book wasn't there, and then the third book I just read it to get it over and done with. I can't even find it. Like I said, I don't know where it is. But yeah, sorry guys. Really didn't like these. Never going to reread them. I'm going to get rid of them. And the last books, again, because I bought into hype around these books, they are the 50 Shades of Grey series. I bought these when, I bought these all together in a deal, I think, so they were all out as one, and I'd heard so much about it. This was before the films. You know, everyone, even people who didn't really read, people at work were reading these, and I was like, okay, I'm going to pick these up and see what they're like. I read the first one, it was okay. I got halfway through the second one and gave up. Yeah, the writing in this is not good. It's really not good writing. The storyline is crap. Again, I don't like the characters. I find it, I can't, you know, even if the storyline's good, if I don't like the character, I really struggle to get through books. And I just felt nothing for these characters in these books. I think her name was Amelia? I can't even remember. Or Anna Steele. Yeah, I just thought she was a bit crap. I just thought she was a bit pathetic, and I just couldn't get behind it. Yeah, I bought all 3 of them on a deal. I've never read the third one. I'm not interested in reading the third one. I haven't seen the films. Like, literally the only good bits about this is probably the sex scenes, and even then they're not that well written. So yeah, I'm getting rid of them. So yeah, that kind of concludes the books that I'm getting rid of. If you guys have any comments, if you read these books and you disagree with me, then please leave your comments down below. I'd be very interested to hear that. If you would like to see, you know, more unhauls, book hauls and reviews, then please subscribe to my channel. That would be awesome. And yeah, until next time guys, thank you for watching. Bye.